Today, we are going to make some grass. No, I'm not in Colorado, so it's not going to be that kind of grass. It's our techniques that are so simple and sensible, your miners have practically built themselves. Hello folks, it's Mad Dog Merv and welcome to this hot summer edition of the Kit Hoarder Stash. Today I've got one of several really cool kits. Let's see if I can find it here. Aha! Just recently picked this up at Nationals. This is called from the Jolly Roger series, Duel with Death. It's 1/12 scale and Linburg. But the company or the folks that are kind of re-releasing this, Cult Man TV or Cult TV Man, anyway, saw them at Nationals, and they got a bunch of these things. Some that they're retooling and whatnot, and yeah, really, really cool. So, anyway, this is Duel with Death. You see the box art, but the back is the cool part because it shows you all the features. So this one has a crab. And it has some extra skeletal parts, and it has a parrot. So, oh yeah, you need that for a pirate. Let's take a look at this. I've already got the shrink wrap off of it. And it looks like it's molded in translucent, glow-in-the-dark parts. Hey, that's cool. Let's see what we got here. Arr, Martin. Take that bag out. Actually, better take all of these out because I'm going to just put the parts right back in the box. I'm not going to try and rebag them. But I think that's great that these are coming back out, these old Linburg kits that were a lot of fun back in the day. This is one that I never got a chance to build or own. So I'm looking forward to building this. Okay, here's the base, and it's definitely very well done. 2020 round 2, haha. Wow, that's interesting. Now that I've got it out, it doesn't fit in the it doesn't fit in the box. Okay, and here is our pirate chest with some booty in the top of the chest there. That's kind of neat. Looks like we got a lantern and a shovel. Oh, here's Mr. Crab. We've got a crab. He might be kind of fun to resin cast, actually. I can think of some other things I could use him for. Looks like we have a couple of elastic bands in here. Oh, there's the top of Mr. Crab, and looks like some kind of necklace or something for the pirate. And here we have the front half of the pirate body and a face that looks a lot like Frankenstein, but a dagger, holding an arm holding the sword. Here's his back half with the back half of that arm, the back half of the skull and the head. Oh boy, that's kind of yikes. Okay, here we have a very nice rendition of a pirate's hat. And we have a skeletal arm holding a pistol, a skeletal arm holding a sword, the rest of the arm. Looks like we have some shoes, a skull, and a second skull. That's kind of nice. This is in a smaller scale. So I don't know, maybe one of them's for the skeleton, but then there's an extra one. That's great. 2 extra parts there. Looks like we have this big old pirate medallion that's kind of neat, and it looks like a piece of 8. Oh, that's really cool as well. And we have some feet and arms, and the skeletal pirate body, and the back side of that body, and the parrot. That'll be fun. And I think I will be resin casting him as well. And finally, this really neat pirate hat and a pistol. So, pretty simple as far as the parts go. Now let's take a look at the build. So, Duel with Death. Okay, here's assembly of an arm. Looks like we got a rubber band to put in there. And the body. We got a choice. We can either put a skeletal head or a real pirate head on there. The other arm, looks like we got the other rubber band there on the pirate, or on the skeleton. Putting the skeleton together. That's pretty neat. And then the placement of all this stuff on the ground. It says we have these extra parts here. And placing of the pirate and the skeleton. And then here's some of the others that we could get. Escape from the tentacles of fate. That looks good. In the pinch of peril. Hex marks the spot. I like that one. Dismay be the end. Dismay be the end. I love that. Looks like we have a little alligator there, crocodile, whatever. So, this looks pretty fun. And I am anxious to get going on this. This ought to be just a fun little build. So, yeah. Join us next week. We've got a bunch of other things that I need to review that I picked up from National. So we'll, go over some of these fun things. And I'm going to get building this.
The assembly on this thing was simple and straightforward. It took me about 30 minutes to get all of these subcomponents put together. You can see I got kind of a hurry and primed some of them already. But there's several of these pieces that I'm going to resin cast, so we're not going to finish it in this video, but stay tuned for another video coming up and we will get it built. Thanks for joining us today, and we will get back to you on this real soon.